We have major news happening, major events happening right now. I was just sent this by my brother. Shout out to him. He was staying on top of things. He saw this and shot it right over to me. Listen, I told you, golden age is coming. Something major is coming. And right now in the United States, they just signed an executive order. This is what they're saying. I looked it up. They just signed an executive order focused on promoting cryptocurrency and digital assets in the country. Now, I did see something in there that's very interesting, folks. Listen, maybe it doesn't go this way, right? But if they're not going to do CBDCs, remember I said they can use the technology outright if they're waiting on the private sector. Imagine, remember we just heard those people, I can't remember who it was, a video or two back, there was an article where somebody was saying that XRP could be used as the base layer or part of the base layer of the new financial system in the United States. That is listen, it's not a guarantee, but it has to be a possibility now. If they're not going to use CBDCs, but they're relying on the private sector, then listen, yeah, of course, there'll be a cadre of companies that'll get in on it. But Ripple definitely, I think they definitely will be in the game. XRP would definitely be in the game, especially for interbank payments. This could be, we'll see how it plays out, of course. This could be huge, folks. So I looked it up. I looked up the information on Perplexity, okay? This is what it says. All right. You look it up for yourself. I'm just putting a message out there. So let me read it from here. So they signed some executive order focused on promoting cryptocurrency and digital assets in the country. It says this order marks a significant shift in the government's approach to the cryptocurrency industry and includes 7 provisions. Major stuff is going down right now. I told you. That capital is going to flood in. If these companies are wise, they're going to seize upon this opportunity. They're finally going to be developing a federal regulatory framework for digital assets, and that includes stable coins. Ripple is smart, aren't they? They're going to evaluate the potential creation of a national digital asset stockpile. Which ones do you think are going to be included in that stockpile? Of course, they're going to go beyond Bitcoin. You think Solana might be in there? Huh? You think XRP might be in there? These are some of the most respected companies behind these native coins. Some of the most respected cryptocurrency coins around, to the point where they have all the big money people talking about them. We are existing in a huge moment, folks. Like my brother always says, he shoots me text messages sometimes. And I'll say this, we might be going to the moon. Hey, listen, this is my humble opinion, not financial advice, okay? So then it says here, be chaired by the White House AI and crypto czar. We'll have to learn a little bit more information about that. It says include the Treasury Secretary, SEC Chairman, and other relevant department heads, which obviously the energies there are shifting for a positive. It says the executive order aims to support responsible growth and use of digital assets and blockchain technology. 2, protect and promote individual citizens and private sector entities' ability to access and use public blockchain networks. If you worry about this like haze on the camera, I cannot do anything about that right now. I had some problems with the technology today. And right now, while it's working, right, I'm going to have to replace it. While it's working, I do not want to touch it, right? You ever had that type of a relationship with the technology? You know it's probably about to die. I cannot touch it right now. So that is, if there's a little bit of a haze, hey, I just got to bear with it right now. Number 3. Wait. Number 2. You almost let me skip one. Protect and promote individual citizens and private sector entities' ability to access and use public blockchain networks. Golden age is almost here. Shout out to Lil Bro. Oh, listen, folks, you got to understand. Some of us have been waiting a long time. We've been here through the bloody bear market. Oh, my goodness, all types of negativities. It feels great right now. Of course, we have to see if this is all going to be actuated upon, if it's really going to lead somewhere, but it's looking good right now. That's what I know. Number 3, promote the development of dollar-backed stablecoins worldwide. Of course, I told people they were going to go that route in order to battle everybody else that's coming up with stablecoins. And they're saying that they're going to provide regulatory clarity and certainty for the digital asset industry. There's about to be liftoff. I'm stumbling over my words right now. Yeah. It's been a long time. I hope they really, really do all of this. We're going to find out. We're going to see, folks. But then here's the most interesting part. You tell me what you think about all of this. It says prohibition of CBDCs. You understand that if they're going to be promoting digital currencies, but they're prohibiting CBDCs, that means they may use the private sector directly, which makes perfect sense. Hence why Ripple's making all these different partnerships, right? So sure, around the world, they're helping them with some CBDCs, etc. But once again, United States is no fool. They know the best technology will always lie with the private sector. So if you use it directly, you don't even have to do any heavy lifting. You let the private sector do all the heavy lifting and you simply govern. Now, this is what the BIS wanted to do. This is what the Bank of England recently said they wanted to do. But it's what the United States always does. Look, you think not? Just look at how they utilize Lockheed Martin. They have these private contracts. I told you. Now, here's the thing. Now, look out for in the next few years, keep your eye on whether Ripple or any of these other companies, Ripple, Chainlink, Solana, Stellar, Algorand, if they start getting private contracts with the United States government. That's usually how it works. Now, the work behind the scenes obviously is going to be kept quiet, but you're going to start to see a lot happen on chain. It's probably it's going to be anonymous, but you'll start to see allotments of XRP, things like that, leave and go into what they call private ecosystems and things like that, right? Keep your eye out for that. That could be super bullish. Whoever happens upon that information first, that could be super bullish as an indicator of where things are going to go, a spike in price or something like that, especially if they come out with some kind of offering and it's made public. Very, very bullish. Unbelievable right now. It says regulatory changes revokes. Okay, then they go into some other stuff. We're going to skip that little piece. Directs federal agencies to provide recommendations on digital asset regulations that should be rescinded or modified. So they're going to be taking a lot of those negative things back that were issued before. Are going to be undone. Like I said, it's like they're removing a barrier. Now, this is because the powers across the world are ready. Make no mistake about it. The big companies run everything. Oh, I know some people like the government. The big companies run the government. They're in everybody's pockets. They're making all these donations. And they've been talking about what? RWA tokenization, smart contracts, AI implementation. Then I showed you where they're trying to combine AI with DLT. Now they're openly talking about it, when a few months back when I was talking about it, you barely saw anything about that. Now you see them talking about AI in combination with DLT, in combination with quantum computing. I told you it was going to come here. And now we're here. So now it's just about actuating on all of these different things. But it looks like the rocket is fueling up, folks. Now, I mean, it goes from the utility coins to Bitcoin, everything. And I said this, everything across the board right now, looking bullish. XRP, super bullish. Solana, super bullish. Bitcoin, very bullish. Chainlink, in my humble opinion, you can disagree. It's not financial advice. Chainlink looking super bullish. Wow. So now, let me feel good for a moment. It doesn't last in crypto. You know, we have these ups and downs. Let me enjoy the little goodness while it. So then this morning, separately from this, like before my brother, sent me all this information, I did see an article about this thing with Hester Pierce. They tackled this also. It says here, Crypto Task Force, in conjunction with the executive order, the SEC, has launched a new crypto task force led by Commissioner Hester Pierce, aimed at creating a more friendly regulatory environment for the industry. Everybody's about to eat. In my humble opinion, everybody's about to eat. This is why crypto is so powerful. I think people are about to see it. I don't know when. I don't know how soon. But how soon all this is going to kick in. But people from the bottom to the top are about to thrive. They can thrive. They're about to make a lot of money. I hope they're wise with it. I hope they don't blow it, because this could be very explosive. No guarantees. I'm not a psychic. This is my humble opinion. All right. The executive order represents a significant shift in U.S. crypto policy. Okay. Then they reiterate that. All right. So now let me take a breather. I got really excited. Let me tell you, folks, I got really excited when he sent me that. So now let's go to Bitcoin. We got a little Bitcoin news, and then we have a lot of other news here. Bitcoin price whipsaws to $106,000 as U.S. strategic reserve rumors return. Well, I mean, this was 6 hours ago. I'm not sure when that other news came out. Is it really a rumor anymore that now that it's official? It's not a rumor anymore. It's like, it's official now, right? They're trying to put this thing together. That's what the latest news is, right? What did it say again? Let me scroll to the top. Let me go back to that other article to verify. It says here, wait a minute. The United States signed an executive order focused on promoting cryptocurrency and digital assets in the country. This order marks a significant shift. Where's that piece? I want to get to that piece. Executive order creates a presidential working group. Here it is. Evaluate the potential creation of a national digital asset stockpile. It's not a rumor anymore. They're looking into it. It's real. This is what the information is saying. Unless somebody out there is going to show me where that's inaccurate, I mean, then show me. Okay. And then my mind will obviously change. I'm a logical person, but it's not a rumor anymore. So if this happens, and what will stop it from happening? Bitcoin is in the clear. Bitcoin is a good moneymaker. I don't think the volatility is anything anybody's surprised about anymore. So it says here, wait. I went to the wrong article. A little excited today. This is a good day, right? Bitcoin price whipsaws. Okay. Bitcoin price volatility returns with a vengeance as U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis leaks a cryptic 10 a.m. announcement. It says here, Bitcoin faced snap volatility at the January 23rd Wall Street Open amid fresh rumors that the U.S. would announce a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Well, from what I'm reading, they announced they're looking into it. So it can happen, is what it means, right? There's a potential happens. I don't see anything that will stop it. Data from Cointelegraph, Marcus Pro, and TradingView showed that BTC/USD took a tour of its short-term range and gained $4,000 before retracing most of the move. The sudden surge accompanied a tweet from Wyoming Senator Cynthia Lummis, author of a dedicated Bitcoin reserve bill, who hinted that the U.S. would announce something pertinent to crypto markets at 10 a.m. It says here is a quote, big things are coming, unquote, one of two posts on X stated. Well, she wasn't lying. She wasn't lying. That was pretty accurate. That was major. So now let's move on here. Things looking good in crypto right now. So now this next article is titled, Bitcoin may hit record highs on more than 70 days this year. This is coming from Van Stratton. Look at how many are bullish. They know something. They're very certain on something. A lot of these big money people. It's not just for Bitcoin. It's for crypto across the board. Those top crypto across the board. People's pockets are about to explode in a great way. That's a good thing. It's good to have these good moments. There's nothing wrong with that. I think sometimes people get too used to the bad moments. There's so many of them, right? But this is okay. This is good. But anyway, the largest cryptocurrency seems to be tracking the 2017 price performance when it posted all-time highs on 77 days. You imagine that again? You imagine that in this environment, in this climate, with this much bullishness? The Bitcoin price seems to be tracking 2017's trajectory. They went with the bullet points. I don't know why they did that because they already said this at the top. Second bullet point, in 2017, it posted record highs of 77 days. Third bullet point, typically when Bitcoin hits an all-time high, investors see the market as overheated, unlike traditional financial assets. Well, we'll see. People are very unpredictable right now, and they're very hopeful. So Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market cap, is likely to hit record highs on more than 70 days this year, more than triple last year's number. If the price continues to mirror 2017's performance. All right. So now, wait, are they going to give us a price prediction here? Is there any price? I mean, that's already really, really good to hear. Who doesn't want multiples of all-time highs, right? In a year's time. So now, this is about, oh yeah. So I actually had the article about Cynthia Lummis and what was going on there. So now I want to skip that because we already sort of touched on that. All right. I'm a little bit pressed for time today. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about, folks. That RWA is going to be major wave of capital is waiting. See, Crypto is about to go through, in my humble opinion, it's about to go through a few explosions. The first one we're about to see, it's just a bullish explosion. Then the second one will be a utility explosion, the likes of which most people are not really prepared for. They don't believe, that's perfectly fine. They're going to be caught off guard. But a lot of wise researchers, they see it, if it indeed does happen. Of course, there's no guarantees in life, but that utility explosion, that's two. The third one that I'm anticipating is very big. Now, this could be a couple of years down the road, but that real world asset tokenization, they will tokenize everything. And the chains that are at the forefront, they're respected. They have the best technology. That's all you got to look for. They're making partnerships. They're working hard. Those chains stand to take a lot of that money. If you're a researcher and you know which ones are the best of the best, they're probably going to get a piece of that pie. And that means that those prices of those native tokens will skyrocket. I don't see any other way around it. And all of the big dogs are calling for this. You have BlackRock calling for it. The first ones where Ripple was calling for RWA tokenization. Well, they were looking into it heavily. Everybody's talking about this now. It's real. They said, so now they're at Davos. Oh, Davos, just some WEF, World Economic Forum, Davos. So now they're at Davos talking about this. This article is titled Davos 2025 Highlights Real World Asset Tokenization. Davos 2025 spotlights blockchain's breakout moment as tokenization reshapes traditional finance. People haven't seen anything yet. They're just getting started. They're still looking into it. They're still building. When everything really takes off, when it's really unleashed and it floods in, people will know. They will feel the impact. This is still the nascent stage. This is still the building stage. It continues, it says, with heavyweights like BlackRock, BNY Mellon, and Stellar. Look how they threw them in there. And people sleeping on it. And Stellar leading the charge. Digital assets are no longer fringe. They're the future. Listen, that big money knows they're ready to eat. It's just a matter of, are the regular people ready to eat? The World Economic Forum meeting in Davos is spotlighting the tokenization of real world assets, declaring 2025 a pivotal year for blockchain's integration into traditional finance. So they're saying it as well now. That's another way of saying the golden age is coming. Discussions have been centered on how digital assets will revolutionize the financial sector. And this time is real, because this time we're going to be unleashed. Unlike before, where we were kneecapped, hampered, handcuffed, held back, sabotaged. Not anymore, folks. It's about to get realer than it's been ever. And crypto is ready to mature. The technology has been refined. It's been, I won't say perfected, but it's getting there. And they're starting to integrate the AI. AI is advancing as well. They're going to go hand in hand. The world as we know it is about to change. BNY Mellon's CEO Roman Riegelman, let me adjust my computer. Riegelman emphasized the long-term potential of digital assets, managing over $50 trillion. So this person is serious business. He sees tokenization as more than a fleeting trend. Oh, cook, sir. And you know why I feel that way? Because there was somebody, some so-called big timer, this was a while ago, was saying tokenization was a fleeting trend. You remember that? Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday, folks. I haven't forgotten. So to now hear this individual say the opposite. You see, they always, that manipulation is there. They didn't want people to know how bullish RWA was, but I was saying it. Now you hear them, and they can't avoid it anymore. They can't hide it anymore. It's getting too big. It's ready to be unleashed. So they have to tell the truth, or they will look foolish and they will be exposed as liars. So now they have to tell, and they're telling. Managing over $50 trillion, he sees tokenization as more than a fleeting trend. Quote, digital assets represent a new innovative technology, which we believe could significantly impact the financial system in the coming decades, unquote. Now, wait a minute. That's what Riegelman noted. That's what it says. Okay. But wait a minute. And now here's the real kicker. A lot of their legacy system offerings, their DLT offerings that they built off of us that were lackluster, nobody wanted to use, they've been shutting them down. Did you see that? You see what happened to HSBCs? I just saw an article where HSBC shut down one of their DLT programs. And you know what's crazy? They can do it. Know why? Because HSBC has a great relationship, I believe, with Ripple. Now, hold on, because I'm saying that and I'm remembering off the top of my head, but I like to give you factual information. Let me just say, let me type in HSBC and Ripple. All right, let's see what pops up. Let me just make sure I'm remembering correctly. Ripple works with a bunch of these banks. So guess what? They're realizing now Ripple's the best of the best. They probably don't need their own system. Let Ripple run everything. They're so advanced. They're so cheap. And we'll just govern it, just like the BIS said, just like the Bank of England said. This is what it says. HSBC, this is from Google, okay? HSBC, a British bank, and Ripple Labs are working together to develop a digital asset custody service. They're working together on a lot more than that because we've heard it over the years. This is just merely one aspect. So it makes sense now. But what I'm saying is what's important about this is that a lot of them are shutting down their DLT programs and they're going to use, in my humble opinion, because they're already doing it, they're going to be using the bank coins like Ripple. Now, HSBC shutting down that particular program, like maybe they have another one. I don't know. They didn't say that. They're shutting down that particular program. They're not saying that they're ceasing work with Ripple, are they? No, they're going to continue that work with Ripple. Right. Oh, XRP is getting more bullish. With each day, it's getting more bullish. Hey, I don't make it up. I just report the news. Okay, I do a little research and I report the news. And then it's up to you to make up your own mind how you feel about that. All right. All right. So we looked that up. Okay, so now we have one last article here. Oh, yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You don't hear me say that often. We got activity with Algorand. Oh, yeah. Listen, I stand my ground. Algorand's one of the best, but hey, I don't have to tell you that. I was covering Algorand for a long time, for like 2-3 years. I was covering Algorand. Here we go. It's still one of my favorites. Enel embraces blockchain, a partnership with Algorand. Watch how Algorand shines these next few years. Oh, they're ready to come out the dark. They don't have to worry about the SEC anymore. They don't have to worry about a lot of things anymore. Watch them shine. Their technology is so good, and the banks love Algorand. But wait. A partnership with Algorand for sustainable energy future. This is just the beginning, but I love it that now we're starting to hear about Algorand again. All right. Enel, one of the world leaders in the energy sector and a pioneer in renewable energies, is introducing an innovative technological solution in Italy, the Algorand on the Algorand blockchain. There's a little typo there. Algorand's been dominating over the years in Italy as well. They have some banks there that they were working with. I haven't got an update on that in a while. They had some insurance companies that were working with out there. I haven't got an update on that either in a while, but you can look into those things, okay? But they've been dominant. I can't wait to see what they're going to do in the U.S. Algorand is highly respected in the U.S. They worked with Made in Labs in combination with MIT, all right, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And that was when Made in Labs, MIT, and Algorand all in concert together at that particular time, if I'm remembering accurately, were putting together documents for the U.S. government. Right. How many people don't know that? They don't. They don't see what's coming. They're sleeping on a lot of these, they're underestimating. I don't want to say sleeping. I'll use that slang. People might not understand that. They're underestimating a lot of these utility coins, a lot of them. But I'm not. To each his own, all right? So I just wanted to put that on your table. All right, so now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.